Owala is the #1 selling stainless steel bottle in America, and they did it all while entering an overly saturated market. They went up against brands like Stanley, Yeti, Hydro Flask, and still came up on top. So how did they do it? Today, I want to break down their entire strategy and how you can implement this into your own brand. We're going to talk about product innovation that made them possible to ignore, and specifically talk about the free sip spout. Okay, so let me set the stage for what Owala was walking into, because that's what's actually important here. The water bottle market in 2020 was overly slammed, and Owala completely dominated. You had Stanley, which at this point had become such a cultural moment. Every girl on TikTok had a Stanley. You had Hydro Flask, which was the OG water bottle, and then there was Yeti, which was the adventurous water bottle, and then Simple Modern was the budget option. So at this point, every price point, every aesthetic, every use case was taken. There was no obvious gap to enter the market. And truthfully, most brands would say to themselves, don't launch into this market because you're gonna fail. And the smart money said, don't even try. And if I was launching a brand that's a water bottle in an overly saturated market, why would I? So Owala created this free sip spout. And let me walk you through what makes that different. With most water bottles, you either have a straw or you have a chug spout. You pick one. But Owala said, fuck that. We're gonna do both with the same lid. You can sip through the straw or you can chug through the spout. So here's why this actually matters from a consumer psychology standpoint. They solved a problem that most people didn't even realize they had. Nobody's walking around saying, I wish I could sip and chug from the same bottle. The biggest thing though is that this was real innovation. Everybody else in the market was competing on collabs, aesthetics, or colors. Owala competed on function, and that's what built trust. They built that trust first, and then they added the aesthetics, then they add the collabs, then they added the colors. That's why we're so obsessed with Owala. So ask yourself, what does every competitor do in the same way? That's your opportunity. That's the gap. But listen, having a great product isn't just enough. You also have to position it correctly. And this is where Owala made the smart move. They made a very specific positioning choice, and it's the opposite of what everyone else is doing. Look at how Stanley and Yeti and Hydro Flask position themselves. It's all rugged, outdoor, adventure, premium, but all earth tones. It's giving I climb mountains on the weekends, but let me charge you $45 for a bottle. They position themselves as fun, playful, and for everyday use. Affordable and with vibrant colors like purples, teals, and whatever else is under the sun. And then Owala priced it $28 to $37. Deliberately undercut the premium brands just to make it an easier choice for you. And one other thing I would add about aesthetics, when color blocking became the cool girl, they went hard on it. They're mixing colors all over the place. Not only that, they also took their bottle and did collabs with corporate companies. So this free bottle is actually from a corporate company who gifted this to me. And now I'd go buy the color blocking version. Here's why this is so smart. All these rugged outdoor brands are excluding a huge audience. Most people aren't hiking every weekend. I don't know about you, but I live in flat Chicago and not in hilly San Francisco Bay Area anymore. So I need a water bottle for my desk or my everyday use. So Owala ended up capturing everybody who felt excluded from that adventure bro audience, which in turn is actually a lot of people. And the lower price point, it removes friction. $28, that's so easy for me to go and purchase. So the lesson is, don't try to be the better version of the market leader, be the complete opposite. Look for the underserved audience. Ask yourself, who feels the most excluded and how can I captivate their attention? Owala didn't try to out-premium the premium brands. They went the opposite direction and owned a space that no one else had. Okay, so this next part dives into why I even chose to make this video in the first place. I actually had a short go viral because I was talking about Owala, not because I was talking about retention marketing or customer experience. It went viral because the community is strong as fuck. As weird as it is, people want to talk about Owala. They turned their customers into actual advocates who spend time making videos about the water bottle itself. So let me actually pull up their TikTok and show you exactly what I mean. Look at this. Their content doesn't feel like ads. It's entertainment. And we have a ton of people just obsessing over their water bottle. We even have the color blocking water bottles that I was telling you is the jam. She's the it girl. But if I go to their profile directly, directly. They've repurposed other people's content as well as making their own content. But again, it's fun, it's trendy, it's girls who are utilizing the water bottle in their everyday life or how they're customizing that water bottle. They understood how TikTok isn't about selling, it's about entertaining. And if you can entertain while selling your product, that is the sweet spot. They use a ton of user-generated content to sell their product, which builds so much more trust because it's real people talking about their product, and in turn is going to make your customer want to trust you more. And going back to the colors one more time, they drop limited edition colors. So it creates FOMO. And then we have people who are posting about their hauls or what they scored at the store, which in turn is literally free marketing. Their customer is doing the marketing for them. It's this whole loop of scarcity plus community equals viral. Let's take the Wicked example. People were so stoked about it that it was selling out everywhere, and people were posting about which Wicked bottles that they were getting. Again, free marketing for them, but also free marketing showing how big your collaboration is with a huge movie. So the lesson here is this: your product should be your content strategy. If your product isn't interesting enough to make content around it, then it's a product problem and not just a marketing problem. Okay, so let's zoom out. If you're building a brand right now, here's what you can take from Owala. 1, it's product first. You can't outmarket a worse product. Find the functional gap and not just the aesthetic one. 2, position against and not with. Don't try to be the better version of the leader. Be the opposite. Serve the underserved audience. 3, price for accessibility. Being just affordable enough removes friction and it makes it an easy yes. 4, let the product be the content. If you need to convince people that it's cool, it probably isn't. 5, community over ads. Build fans and not just customers. Let them do the selling for you. If you want more breakdowns like this, subscribe or drop me a comment and tell me what I should break down next.